Allah Allah Hayna Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, Malaki, Bashim Hawa, Dash, Thumb, the water by the ball, Farm Yashra. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone teachers daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise, Johnson and Figgy Shalom. Today we're going to get into this video where Esau, well, this is what we think. Esau was trying to scare people and getting their kids riced up. Now, I was inspired to do this video about the elder of the LA camp. I forgot his name. I don't want to get your name wrong, elder. But it was him and Elder Yashawama from the head of the Dallas camp. And they put this idea out there, and it actually makes sense. Because if y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, Mel Gibson dropped this movie called Sounds of Freedom, right? And it was basically based around child trafficking, child kidnapping, child abduction, you know, and they showed some real graphic material in this movie. Now, they built up the hype around this movie because, let me see, I think it was Amazon Prime, Netflix, and another movie app, Hulu, I think, I'm not sure about Hulu, but I know the first two, they refused to show this movie. So what that does, it builds your appetite, quote unquote, to see it. Okay, you thinking, well, they banning this movie, now I want to see it, I got to see it. Okay, so you see it, right? Very graphic. Most of those encounters depicted in this movie were actually real. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't have to see it because I already know what they're trying to do. And once you see it, they're performing sorcery on you while you're watching this movie. Because while you watching this movie, the sorcery is they scan the shit out of you to the point that you want to get your children riced up because you don't want your children to be abducted, to be kidnapped, to be trafficked, right? And the elders, they put this, and once they said it, it actually makes sense. Now, I got a video that's, they scan the shit out of parents again. Some more to convince you to get your children riced up. Just like when they scared the shit out of you with the bug, the sea bug. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Scared the shit out of you, right? And what did you do? Because you didn't want to get sick. You went down there and you let them people jab you. That was the end game for them. Just whatever it takes to get them to take this. They had to scare you into taking it. Now they scaring the shit out of you through fear tactics because they want you to volunteer first to get your child riced up. That's one of Esau plays right there. That's the play. He always offer the carrot before the stick. Before he make it mandatory, he gonna try to seduce you into doing it. If you get what I'm saying. Now, before we bring this video out, let me bring out a couple scriptures real quick. Let's see if I can. And all of it, like I said, all of it is to get you scared enough to get your child riced up. Now, I'm not saying that what I'm about to show you isn't real. It might be real, it might not be real. But the thing is, if this is real, and it's been going on for years and years and years, why bring it out now? Why not bring it out when it actually happened? I don't know how old this video is. I'm just saying, they don't release stuff as it happens. They release stuff if they can use it to their advantage. Remember now, this is one of the secrets they've been trying to keep. Remember pizza parties, Pizzagate, Epstein Island. Yeah, that was one of the secrets. They didn't want this to get out. So why release it now? Because they can use this to their advantage to get you to volunteer to get your child right stuff, because you can't bear the thought of this happening to your child. And that's what they banking on, that fear that they put in. And it's all wrapped around mischief and deception. That's all it is. Sorcery and enchantments. That's all Esau used. Sirach chapter 27, verse 27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Psalm chapter 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Sirach chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? This man, he cutting up his own, the children of his own nation. He don't care about his own people. So Christians, what make you think he care about you? What, just because he said it? Y'all believe anything. Let's go ahead and get into this video real quick. The name of this video is This World Shaking, well, SMFH. We Need Divine Help. That's the name of the video. Let's get into it.
Having a massive panic attack after seeing an 18-wheeler full of dead bodies. They all belonged to children. It was nothing but dead children inside of that 18-wheeler. The worst part is that she knows that the people saw her. The men that were there saw her, and she knows that we're coming for her. She's trying to warn all these moms outside of a school that there are children dead inside that 18-wheeler and that they need to take care of their kids. Child sex trafficking is real, guys. Look what's happening in our world. The media's trying to discredit, our best effort to get the people to notice what's happening in the world. Look what they're doing to the movie Sound of Freedom. They're lying. They're saying this is not a real business. Why? Because number one business that we have with Mexico is the cartel's business, which is child sex trafficking. We cannot close our eyes and be cowards and not talk about it and keep quiet. This is happening, and why we do this? So moms and dads can wake up. Child sex trafficking is real. Don't let your kids go alone to the restaurant.
Now you heard them. They addressed this video specifically toward moms and dads. You see what I'm saying? Because you the ones they want to scare the shit out of. Now it says,
don't.
Okay, let me read this that way. It says, I will be a helicopter, forever be a helicopter mom. So you finna drive your children crazy. It says, woman sees an 18-wheeler full of dead child bodies. Days later, she was found inside a luggage in pieces. See? So they want to add a touch of realness to it, saying that this woman that was convulsing and vomiting and just being acting hysterical, just because she saw the kids' bodies, they murdered her as well. I don't know how true this story is, but I see a motive in releasing this information. They want to scare the shit out of the parents. She just said it. This is aimed toward moms and dads. Job chapter 15, verse 35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth mischief. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, who knoweth us? They think they get away with it. Like I said before, I don't know if this is real or not. It's a very big possibility because you know how Edomites get down. But at the same time, if they're trying to hide this wickedness from the world they've been doing for centuries, why put it out now? Because they want to scare the shit out of you. to make you go get your child riced up. They banking on you not being able to bear the thought of your child being in the back of an 18-wheeler dead. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. They think just because they ain't got punished yet, the Lord ain't gonna punish them. No, bruh. All you doing is making it worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's what we want. We want the Lord to punish you. How the book says your judgment is 1,000 years of captivity. And after that, immediate extermination from the face of this planet. A lot of Edomites might say that's pretty harsh. But then again, look at the shit y'all do. And I know it ain't all of y'all, but guess what? The Lord judges nations. It wasn't all of us that was the 2/3 of Israel, but guess what? The whole nation got punished. So guess what? That's going to happen to the nation of Edom, which includes you Edomites and you Amalekites. And it also going to include you other 16 nations who knew who we were the whole time, but instead of making wrong right, you took advantage of us. You shitted on us when you could, treat us like shit, just like the Edomites. So guess what? Now it's your turn to be treated like shit. The difference is, yeah, y'all gonna be slaves. All y'all gonna be slaves. The difference is the 16 nations, after their captivity is over, after that 1,000 years, they go back to their homeland. Edom and Amalek, y'all gonna be rounded up and exterminated from the face of the earth. Because shit like this. Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You think you'll find a truckload full of dead children in a righteous kingdom? No. Earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, not wherein who is he? Hebrews chapter 12, verse 17. For ye know that afterward, when he would inherit the blessing, he was rejected, Esau. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. He always crying when he can't get it away. To this day, Esau's a big crybaby. Yeah, he was rejected because when you really look at it, the thing is that the Lord had already chosen who he was gonna bless and who he was gonna curse, who he wanted to be the righteous and who he was gonna be who was gonna be the wicked, way before those boys were even born. Now, Esau could not say that the Lord is not fair because he gave you 4 kingdoms to rule in. And guess what? You fucked them all up. This is your biggest fuck up. Excuse my French. Babylon, modern day Babylon, United Sodomites of America, USA. So when the Lord judges you, it's gonna be just because you showed the world, you showed the other 17 nations what you do with power. And that same prideful attitude has trickled down to Eve. Eve's not fit for rulership either because she shows what she does with power. She shows her ass, literally. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of judgment about to go out, is it? And it's already been going out. We've been noticing Eve getting punished the most. Cause look at the wicked shit she do. Using children as meal tickets, lying to husbands, lying to boyfriends, just lying, being all promiscuous. Just a hot slut on wheels, doing whatever she want to do. Being as nasty as she want to be and not giving a damn about it. It's not all ease, but it's enough for y'all for it to be noticed. So yeah, that's why that's why a lot of punishment going out. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Eden, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. What that scripture is basically saying to Esau is that cup shall also pass through unto thee, that cup of judgment, punishment. Thou shalt be drunken. That means you're gonna have your punishment is gonna be overflowing. Punish, punish, punish. And shall make thyself naked. Meaning the Lord is exposing all the wicked shit you've been doing. Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, you Israelites, so-called blacks, Black Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. All of you are Israelites. Zion. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. That's why he putting everything you people do on blast. Because he's showing the world who you really are, not who you lied and said you were. 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 50, for many great misery shall be done to them in latter time, shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. Oh, Lord, how about you? How shall 144, baby. See, Esau is so proud that he think he ain't gonna get punished. And what the Lord hates? He hates a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands to shed innocent blood. Esau, those are three of your biggest characteristics. So how you think the Lord just gonna let you slide? He hates you. You will not go unpunished. Look at what he did to us, but he loves us, so you can imagine what you're gonna get. Matter of fact, let me get it. Get these couple scriptures. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Though join hand in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So who gonna get judged and who's fit for destruction and who fit for salvation? Just told you. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and the man of wicked devices is hated. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And Yahweh will put all these curses upon your enemy and on them that hate you, which persecuted you. Y'all finna be judged as a nation. Yeah, he judges case by case basis, individual basis, but overall, he judges nations. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, kingdom is translated from one people to another. We in the process of that now. It's being translated because first, this one has to be destroyed. That's where the bricks come in at. That's where the chariots come in at. Captivity, putting the Edomites in captivity, that's where the Lord comes in at. So yeah, y'all done. Finish this video.
Allow your child to wander by themselves in the stores and the parks. Be aware of your surroundings. This woman was found cut to pieces days later inside of a luggage. If her testimony was not real, why did they do that to her? Wake up. It's time for you to wake up. This woman is having a massive panic attack.
Yep. Let me see what else I got. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. True. We can come out of this. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause it for a minute. I got another video I need to pull up. All right, sloppy about for that. I had to find a couple more videos, but I found them. So let's go ahead and grab them real quick, and it's to add on to the lesson. Now check this out. It says this happened a year ago, but it's still fresh. Check this out. It says 3-year-old kidnapped in broad daylight from grandma. Now watch how Buddy do it.
Are about to witness a terrifying abduction. A grandmother is walking with 3 toddlers. Now look at this stranger covering himself with a blanket. Without warning, he violently snatched the littlest youngster, a 3-year-old girl. The stunned grandmother chases after him, leaving twin brothers bewildered and alone. You can see.
Actually, this is dated November 10, 2021. That's still fresh, pretty much.
This little guy hysterical over what he saw.
The grandmother was babysitting her grandchildren and walking them home from a park here in the Bronx, New York when it happened. The grandmother gave chase, so did the Good Samaritans who heard her screams. This is where they cornered the kidnapper. He put the child down and then calmly walked away as if nothing happened.
Then he jumped on a scooter and rode off. Police found him 3 hours later sleeping in a store doorway and identified him as 27-year-old Santiago Salcedo. He smiled for cameras as he was taken away for his arraignment.
Full of demons. Now, the grandmama had 2 twin boys and a 3-year-old girl. He grabbed the girl. You know what was going to go down.
Herman Bracero was one of the Good Samaritans.
So 4 people went after him.
Plus the grandmother.
Did anyone grab him?
The grandmother got close to him.
When you saw him try to take the child, you started yelling.
Yes, I said, put her down, put her down. What are you doing? Thank God that we were all here and we all did the right thing.
I spoke to the mother of the young children.
How is she doing? How are the kids?
Kids are great. She's still shaking. We will get through this. She's the greatest mom in the world.
Security consultant Bill Stanton says grandmom was faced with a terrible choice. By going after the kidnapper, she also had to leave the twins to fend for themselves. She did the right thing.
She addressed the imminent threat. She went after the assailants, screaming, letting people know. Thank God there were other people in this gas station to step up. They were prepared, not scared, to make a difference.
The suspect is charged with kidnapping and endangering the welfare of a child.
All right. Come out there. I got another. It says, woman abducted at gas station after yelling for help. Let me see if I can see how old it is. 2 years ago. See, fresh, pretty much. Check this out.
A man is seen throwing a woman over his shoulder and driving away with her in South Salt Lake City. 22-year-old Carl Gravett has been arrested, booked into jail for kidnapping, assault, and other charges. Video shows the woman running outside a gas station convenience store. Witnesses told police she asked for help from bystanders and attempted to hide under another person's truck. When Gravett picked her up, police say witnesses told them she was kicking and screaming, "Help me, please help me." An Amber Alert for child abductions was issued when the victim was thought to be a teenager due to her small stature and a size 3 shoe left at the scene. Police now say the woman is in her mid-30s and was in a relationship with Gravett. The two were found together inside an allegedly stolen vehicle. Investigators identified Gravett as their suspect after matching his tattoos in a database. According to the police probable cause statement, Gravett told authorities he did not know the car was stolen and also said the woman was probably afraid he was going to assault her because he had in the past. Carl Gravett is being held without bail. This is Inside Edition Digital.
You know, you say he knows it was stolen, but at the same time, you know you didn't pay for it. You got to go, baby. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest. Spoil means rob. And thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. Meaning when you can't rob nobody else, everybody else is gonna rob you. And it ain't really robbing, it's taking back what you stole. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Now we can apply this on a larger scale to what's going on the world stage as far as these countries. Because Esau, the West, Babylon the Great, USA, United Sodomites of America, they've been robbing these other countries for years, especially the continent of Africa. But guess what? They got knocked off that pedestal by the BRICS nations. Now the BRICS nations are about to take over the world economy, being number one for now, until this whole kingdom is destroyed. So now the West is about to get a taste of their own medicine. Because Russia, China, North Korea, they ain't gonna play with that ass. Matter of fact, I saw a video today where 11 ships, Russian and Chinese, were spotted off the coast of Africa. I mean, not Africa, Alaska. It's about to go down. You see, y'all distracted by Trump. Y'all distracted by that the Edomites getting their ass whooped in Montgomery. Yeah, it was a beautiful sight, I ain't gonna lie. But you got to keep your eyes on this thing. You can't get distracted going down a rabbit hole and ignoring the rest of the events that's going on in this world that pertains to prophecy. You got to keep your eyes on the ball, baby. Don't get hung up in all this bullshit. Because Esau, he loves to throw distractions at you. You got to be able to say, yeah, okay, that's cool. Get all that. What you doing over there, E? Don't get caught up in all this bullshit that don't mean nothing. Keep your eye on these prophecies coming to pass. See what else I got. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Esau don't care about logic and common sense. He wants what he wants because he follows his emotions. And his emotions going to lead him to captivity and extermination. Those are his final destinations. And he can do to change none of that. Romans chapter 1, verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Yep. Psalm chapter 58, verse 2. Yeah, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. I mean, who does that? Just walk around think they can just snatch people, kids, and they supposed to be cool with it. Just like the government coming out, basically saying it without saying it. You know what? This is what they said without saying it. We're gonna make the sodomites comfortable here. So therefore, in order to do that, we gotta take away your freedom of speech. Basically what they did. Because you say something against these people, it's on. The government gonna get at you. Matter of fact, they proposing now that if you misgender somebody, meaning using the wrong pronouns, you can get a felony charge for that. So you tell me this ain't Sodom and Gomorrah. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou greatly despised. Sirach chapter 27, verse 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him. For the Lord Yahweh will hate him. Let me get another scripture. And this man cannot leave these children alone for some reason. That's why he got to go. This man crazy as hell. This is the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 5. And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh. Hold on, let me go back. I want to get all the meat on. Okay, this is the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. And we start at verse 4. Well, verse 3. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land. Verse 4. Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft. Those videos scare the shit out of you. That's witchcraft. And wicked sacrifices. Verse 5. And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood. Do they not do all this in Hollywood? Do they not rape and murder children, drink their blood, and eat their flesh? Matter of fact, the remains, they ship it to McDonald's. Now you eating people patties, getting rid of the evidence, getting rid of bodies. Y'all can get enough of McDonald's. Let's go to verse 6. With their priests out of the midst of the idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute for help. Verse 7, that the land which thou esteemest above all other might receive a worthy colony of Yahweh's children. Yeah, these people got a history of murdering children. Matter of fact, let's go to chapter 14. These people got a history of being just cannibalistic, violent, genocidal idiots. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and we can start at verse 21. And this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men, serving either calamity or tyranny, did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name. Verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of Yahweh, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. Verse 23. This is the kicker. For whilst they slew children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, verse 24, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled. That's Esau under Esau's rulership. This is what happens. But either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery. Verse 25. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury. Verse 26. Squatting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. Is all of that not going on today in Esau's kingdom? Verse 27, for the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. And Esau makes it a point to throw all these false gods and idols in your face, trying to shove them down your throat because he don't want you to worship your real power. He want to keep you going against the Lord by worshiping false idols and gods. That's why he gave you cheese and rice and all these other fake ass religions that stemmed out of the Roman Catholic Church. That's why he got to go. We can get a couple more, and we can close out. Point been made. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days in charge of shadow, because he feareth not before your house. See, he hadn't felt the Lord's wrath yet, so his pride is through the roof right now. He think he's untouchable. He ain't scared of the Lord because the Lord ain't touched him yet. He thinks that all this wickedness is going in his favor. The Lord has to be on his side somehow. No, the Lord got you the trick bag, homie. He wants your pride to be off the chart so you can be prideful enough without fear to do the wickedness that you really got in your heart. And then when you do it, he's going to slam your ass. He will be justified to destroy you. He can destroy you now. But he's just playing with you on the chessboard. He's been checkmated you. But the Lord is a man that he shall not lie. So all these prophecies going to play out the way he said they was going to play out. And then you're going to see, damn, they wasn't lying. There was a prophet amongst us, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. Yeah. But see, Esau, he got to learn the hard way. It's like Eve, so be it. We tired of y'all, so we want the judgment to come down. 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, we close on this one. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Meaning after Esau's kingdom, after Esau destroys his own kingdom, like a dumbass he is, trying to in pursuit for more power because everything ain't enough for this fool. He's going to destroy his own kingdom. He's going to rebuild ours free. We're going to beat ass all 1,000 years of your slavery. And after that, extermination, baby. So yeah, like I said in that video I did the other day, Esau, you're doing a wonderful job, baby. Keep earning your judgment. Call like Lala, how you know how about Shimmy how Shah Mashiach wa Malaki about Shim Harawaka Kodas Baraka Thumb, the water Bible Ball wa Kwam Yashabah.